launched the Accounting Alchemy Network in about March of 2022, though it had been gestating for about 6 months prior to that. The original idea came around when Matthew was visiting me down in Southern Oregon at my home. I had been thinking about a question for a while. I had this feeling like the accounting industry needs a disruption. Something isn't working. We've got a group of people who are actively profiting from maintaining an unsustainable status quo in our world. What does it look like to change that status quo? What does it look like to interrupt that system? And it kind of all just sort of started snowballing from there. We realized that we're getting wrapped up in something so much bigger than ourselves.
This community is all about empowering accountants to transform the world, to step into their power basically and become agents of transformation and really do good through their work. Not just in the service that they offer, but in the impact that they can have by helping small businesses to understand how to prioritize people and planet over profit.
Really focusing on what does it mean for the practice of accounting to be how we account for the things that we want to hold ourselves accountable to. So focusing on our values and our beliefs and making those the center of our business and financial decisions and coming together trying to make our world a better place.
I'm a former CPA, and now I primarily do coaching and focus on the subconscious change work part of things, because a big part of it is creating a paradigm shift of how we used to think and be to how it would be helpful for us to be now, because it is way more helpful to our planet and to the people and to all living beings.
I learned about the Accounting Alchemy Network a few years ago when Ingrid and Matthew invited me to be part of a Lyceum conversation on diversity, equity, and inclusion in the profession.
When we gather in the Accounting Alchemy Network, whether that be for an interview or for a community conversation, we like to call those meetings, those gatherings, those webinars lyceums, because Lyceum is the name of the venue where Socrates and Plato used to gather with their colleagues to discuss, debate, philosophize, even argue as a form of education, back before it became impolitic to discuss politics. And we're trying to bring that back. We are creating a community movement to really shift the way that we're doing business, not just in the accounting profession, but across all industries in the world, starting with the accounting profession. So many amazing people are behind this movement.
One of the reasons the work of the Accounting Alchemy Network is important to me is because it really does invite accountants to just sort of open their minds. You know, we work in an industry that is very linear, that is very analytical, but we have feelings. And we as humans are connected to community, to family, to more than the financial statements.
As a business owner, it's important to me that my business practices are contributing to the well-being of the planet and all living beings. And one thing that I really love about being a part of the Accounting Alchemy Network is that I get to learn about better ways of doing business in a way that's less harmful, and also how we can change our economy to be a more well-being economy.
One of the things that inspires me the most about being a part of the Accounting Alchemy Network is the opportunity that I get to dialogue with people in the profession and people perhaps tangential or outside of the profession to look at intersectionality around the conversations that we're having about how we can create change in the industry.
By paying attention to our values and what was resonating with our audience, we were able to distill our main focuses for our organization down to 5 core pillars. These same 5 pillars can be applied to many of our businesses and our clients' businesses as well.
I see the Accounting Alchemy Network as sort of like a northern star. It gives me guidance, it gives me insight, it gives me information, it gives me community to experiment with ideas, to ask some of the bigger questions that are more strategic and more important to what I'm trying to create in my own practice as I serve clients through their own journeys around their finances.
This is a community where you can explore those conversations. And so getting engaged, attending the lyceums, connect with other either like-minded professionals or like-mindedly curious professionals.
To me, it feels really rewarding and exciting to be on the cutting edge of what I believe to be the future of business and the accounting industry, and doing this in a community where we can all support each other and cheer each other on and explore opportunities and solutions and different answers together.
We are inspiring each other every day to create positive change, and it is having an impact. And we just want to invite anyone else who wants to have that kind of impact, that inspiration, that joy of connection, to come and join us.